Hey guys, welcome to the video. I just wanted to touch base on a few things that have been happening today. First things first, welcome Asmongold. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. We're happy to have you here. Another thing that I'm seeing is a lot of negativity that's been happening. I noticed in Shout Chat today, because I play on Cactar, and I woke up today and noticed Asmongold was on Cactar. At first I thought he was going to play on Midgard Stormer, because I believe that's where Rich is. I'm not 100% sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't imagine the servers would probably be full if they assume he's going there. I couldn't tell you. However, something I've been noticing in Shout Chat a lot is a lot of people being negative about him coming to the game. And I don't plan on this being a long video at all. I just want to get straight to the point. I think the negativity that's happening is absolutely unacceptable. I see people saying, you know, he knew this would happen. He knew this is what's going to happen. This is what was going to happen when he's coming here. Just a whole slew of things. I'm not going to put anything out in the video. I'm not going to show anybody's names or anything. But I just want to say that it's not okay. Us being like this towards him is not okay. I've talked to people on streams, like, you know, for one streamer I follow, Zepla, she said she had spoken with him a few times and it has been nothing but good experiences. At least that's what I remember. I follow both of them on stream. I watch Asmongold, I watch Zepla, and the conversations that's been coming up, it's hard for me to see why people would really think that he would be the cause of this. And so some of the things I've been seeing in Shout Chat or Yell Chat or whatever is saying, you know, he can't be coming here, his community isn't toxic, so we don't want that here. That in itself is toxic, and that's not okay. Anybody who comes to this game, I want to feel like they're welcomed. I want them to feel like they can just have fun. You know, having been somebody who's played Final Fantasy XIV since the launch of 2.0, I've never seen anything like this before when it comes to a streamer playing this game, and it kind of makes me sad, because this is the one thing that I was afraid of when Asmon would play 14, and lo and behold, it's happening. Everybody always talks about how the WoW community is toxic, or how Asmongold's chat is toxic, and I'm really not seeing any of that. I mean, I'm sure some of the people playing 14 and swarming him, I'm sure some of them are, you know, people who are just randomly coming just to swarm him, people from his chat, people from the WoW community. But it would be ignorant of me to say that none of it is our Final Fantasy community. One, I'm seeing mounts all over the place. I'm seeing rare mounts. I'm seeing, what's the Final Fantasy 15 car? I'm seeing a ton of those. So obviously these people playing have been here a long time. The people playing and swarming him are indeed Final Fantasy 14 regulars, and they are a part of our community. They're sniping his mobs when he's trying to do quests. They are keeping him from seeing what he's trying to do, and I've noticed, and I'm watching the stream right now, when he is among the open world, I can't see anything. I can't see anything that's going on in the game, and he can't either. But he's the one that's interacting with that, and he's the one that has to deal with that. And I'm sure that's not a fun thing for anybody. And I didn't want this to be my first video about Final Fantasy XIV, but as somebody who wants to create content for Final Fantasy XIV, I feel like me not addressing this, I don't know how to explain it. It's not okay. We can't be doing this to people. Sure, he's a streamer. Sure, I'm looking right now because I've got his stream up on another screen. He's got 159,000 people in his chat right now, and he hit 215,000 people at one point. And just to see people swarming him like this, preventing him from even going to his own world, and I don't know exactly how that panned out because I wasn't awake at the time. seeing them keeping him from doing what a normal player would do in Final Fantasy XIV, it kind of breaks my heart. I've loved Final Fantasy XIV for 8 years now, and I didn't play it the whole time. I mean, I can't say I did, but I was really excited for today. Obviously, I wasn't awake when he started, because I came in after this was all underway, and it was cool to tune in and see what was going on. But when I saw that he had legions of sprouts, legions of other characters, legions of mounts following him around, I can't imagine that wouldn't get on anybody's nerves. I mean, I can't imagine that wouldn't actually bother anybody. If I was him, I'd be a little irritated. He deserves to have fun just like anybody else. He's his own dude. He's a normal dude like any one of us. He just wants to play a game. And he's outright said numerous times that he knew this would happen, and he wants to stream it, he wants to share it with his community, and I think that's cool. What I don't think is cool is our community saying, get out of our game because your community is toxic. And I felt the need to actually say things to people in our community about this. Like, you can't be doing this to people, because what you are actively saying you don't want in this game, you are being right now. And I think Asmund should just be able to have fun. He's just another dude. If I recall correctly, the biggest WoW streamer out there, but I'm sure he would agree with me that he just wants to have fun. Like, just because you have 150,000 people watching your stream doesn't mean you can't have fun. I don't know how else to explain it. I feel like if I go any further with this, I'm going to get redundant. I didn't expect to be making this video today. I didn't want to make any sort of comment on what's going on. And this has all just been kind of like thrown out from the blue. Like, I'm not going off a script here. This has been going on for about, I don't know how long he's been playing, but his stream's going on 4 hours and 45 minutes right now. And to see, I guess all in all, to see our community the way it is right now, angry that he's on Cactar or whatever, angry that he's on their server, get out of my server. That's not okay, dude. Like, I'm happy he's here. I'm happy he's playing. If I see him, I'll give him a bro fist. I don't know. I really don't know how else to say it. Like, I'm kind of disappointed. I'm kind of disappointed with some of the people that I've been, seeing saying things, and I can't say that it's a lot of people. I don't know. I don't know what the other servers were like. I can't imagine. I can't imagine it'd be too much different. I think we need to be welcoming. This is nothing but beneficial for the game. If we want the game to be as healthy as possible, we need to be active in making it as healthy as possible. I mentioned to somebody earlier, I don't know who it was, but we need to police our own. We need to be talking to our own people in the Final Fantasy XIV community about, being positive. I don't want him to come off with the impression that we are extremely toxic people. And I know for a fact that it's not an overwhelming majority of people. It's not a ton of people, but it's like the saying, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. And the overly negative people are typically very vocal. And I don't want him to walk off with the impression that we are extremely negative about this. And I guess all in all, what I'm trying to say is we need to be welcoming, we need to be positive, we need to make sure Asmund feels like he can enjoy his experience in the game. I understand that, he won't get a completely authentic experience. People will always snipe, people will always try and get their face in his screen. I just think that when it comes down to it, we need to be better. I really do think so. And I've been seeing a lot of people condemning the toxicity, and it's great. I just would never have to see it at all. I wish I never had to have seen it at all. And I guess all in all, Asmongold, welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. We're happy to have you here, and I'm sure other content creators have already said same. But welcome to Final Fantasy XIV.